I thought I was untouchable. Early in my career, I took risks, spoke boldly, pushed boundaries, figured my work would speak for itself. Then a rumor started. A small thing, a misinterpreted comment, but it grew, shadowed me. Colleagues sidelined me, opportunities dried up. I hadn't just lost a moment, I'd lost my name. That's when I realized your reputation isn't just a label, it's your lifeblood. Welcome back to our series on the 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene. This is Volume 6, and today diving deep into Law 5. So much depends on reputation. Guard it with your life. It's a law that's burned me, built me, and taught me to protect what matters most. From my scars to the strategies I've learned, let's unravel this together. That rumor wasn't even true. Just a careless remark I made in a meeting, twisted by someone with a grudge. But truth didn't matter. Once the story spread, I was that guy. Invites stopped, trust faded, and I had to rebuild from scratch. It was brutal, and it led me straight to the 48 Laws of Power. Law 5 hit like a warning. I wish I'd heard sooner. So much depends on reputation. Guard it with your life. Greene wasn't talking about gossip. He was talking about power, survival, the invisible armor you wear every day. If you're new here, welcome to our journey through Robert Greene's The 48 Laws of Power. Volume 1 set the stage. Why this book's a guide to influence. Volume 2 tackled Law 1, Never Outshine the Master, where I shared my missteps with egos. Volume 3 covered Law 2, Trusting Friends Too Much. Volume 4 explored Law 3, Concealing Intentions. Last time, Volume 5 hit Law 4, Saying Less for More Power. Now Law 5's about your name, your image, the story others tell about you. I'm sharing this from my perspective, not as someone who's perfect, but as someone who's felt reputation's weight and learned to wield it. Over the next 20 minutes, I'll walk you through this law's background, the problems it solves, its purpose, stories from my life and beyond, and tips to protect your name today. This isn't just theory, it's your shield. Why Law 5? Because your reputation isn't a detail, it's your currency. One crack and doors close, one shine and they open wide. We're taught to focus on skills, hustle. Greene says, your name comes first. I've lived the cost of ignoring that and the strength of embracing it. So, let's start at the source. Where does this law come from? And why does it cut so deep? That's my story, and we're beginning now. When I read Law 5, I was still licking my wounds from that rumor. I thought hard work was enough. Prove your worth and people follow. Greene's words slapped me awake. Reputation is the cornerstone of power. I wasn't just fighting gossip, I was fighting how others saw me. As I dove into the chapter, I realized this wasn't what my personal drama. Law 5, S rooted in history, S blood and glory, where a name could raise or raise empires. Greene takes us to ancient Greece. I picture myself there. Let's call him Cleon, a general leading Athens against Sparta. Cleon's bold, wins battles, but he boasts too much, alienates allies. A rival spreads lies. Cleon's reckless, disloyal. Soldiers whisper, loyalty wanes. In a key fight, his men hesitate. Cleon falls, not to swords, but to doubt. That's Greene's transgression of the law. Let your reputation crack, and you're defenseless. I imagine Cleon's final moment, realizing his name betrayed him before the enemy did. That story stung. I wasn't a general, but I'd been Cleon, too loose with my words, letting a rumor fester. Greene's point is timeless. Your reputation precedes you, and one slip invites ruin. I saw my own mistakes, meetings where I joked too freely, leaving impressions I couldn't shake. Law 5, S warning was clear. Your name, S, not just yours. It S what others believe, and they'll act on it, truth or not. But Greene doesn't leave you doomed. He flips it with the observance. I see myself in 16th century Japan, watching Oda Nobunaga, a warlord uniting a fractured land. Nobunaga's fierce, battles, alliances, no mercy. But he's deliberate. He spreads tales of his ruthlessness, his genius. Enemies surrender before fighting. Allies rally to his name. Nobunaga crafts his reputation like armor, unbreakable, awe-inspiring. I picture him riding into Kyoto, not just a man, but a legend no one dares cross. Nobunaga floored me. He didn't just win wars, he won perception. That's when Law 5 clicked. Reputation isn't passive, it's active, a tool you shape. Greene pulls this from history's playbook. Machiavelli, who said a prince's fame is his fortress. Chinese emperors, whose mystique kept rebels at bay. Even myths fit. Achilles, whose name alone shook Troy. Law 5's root is human nature. We judge on stories, not facts. Guard your story, and you guard your power. This was personal. I thought back to mentors, jobs, times I'd let impressions slide. A flippant email cost me a deal. A quiet strength won me a mentor. Law 5's background isn't just battles, it's psychology. Greene cites thinkers like Cicero, who lived by his oratory's fame. Kings, poets, spies, they all knew, lose your name, lose everything. For me, that truth burned bright. Law 5 wasn't just a rule, it was a wake-up call to own my story. Let's get real. The problem Law 5 tackles is one I've lived. I used to think reputation was background noise. Do good work, be yourself, and it'll sort itself out, right? Wrong. That rumor showed me. Your reputation, not a side effect. It hands the stage you play on. Ignore it and you're exposed. One misstep and you're fighting shadows. Law 5 exists to fix that, and I learned it through pain. Here's how it went down. That rumor started small. I joked about a project's flaws in a meeting, venting frustration. Someone overheard, spun it. He's not a team player. It spread like wildfire. My boss pulled back. Teammates dodged me. I was stunned. My work was solid, but my name was tarnished. I spent months rebuilding trust, proving I wasn't that guy. Law 5 would have warned me, guard your image or it guards you. That's the core issue. Reputation's fragile, and we underestimate it. We focus on skills, results, thinking they'll speak. Greene says, no one hears results if your name's mud. A bad rep, lazy, shady, anything, sticks faster than truth. I saw this beyond work. I'd post edgy jokes online, thinking it was harmless. A recruiter saw them, passed on me. Not professional. Not fair, but real. Law 5's problem is that perception trumps reality, and we let it slip. It's not just personal, it's systemic. At a freelance gig, I watched a colleague, Tara, lose a client. She was great, smart, reliable. But she'd vented once about deadlines, and word got around. She's difficult. The client dropped her, no questions. I've been there too. Early jobs where I'd argued too fiercely, labeled hot-headed. Law 5's problem hits everywhere. Offices, friend groups, online. One loose moment, a rant, a rumor, and your name's the cost. Today, it's worse. Social media's a reputation minefield. Every tweet, story, comment's a snapshot of you. I've seen friends tank job offers with careless posts. Politics, rants, even memes. Offline, it's no better. Gossip's faster than ever. The problem isn't living, it's exposure. Law 5 says, your name's your asset, not a toy. I learned that after losing trust, credibility. It is why this law is a lifeline. It shows you what is at stake and how to fight for it. For me, Law 5 was a mirror. I wasn't just battling rumors, I was battling my own carelessness. Your reputation's not a given, it's a battlefield. Law 5 doesn't just expose the risk, it arms you. That's its purpose, and it's where the game changes. Why does Law 5 exist? After that rumor wrecked me, I felt trapped. Was I doomed to watch my back forever? But Greene's take flipped it. Reputation's not a burden, it's a weapon. Law 5's purpose is to make you untouchable. Build a name that opens doors, deflects attacks, and carries you further than talent alone. For me, it was a rebirth, not a chain, and it's why I hold this law tight. Let's break it down. Law 5's purpose is to give you control over your story. Your reputation's what others believe about your strength, trust, value. Let it falter, and you're weak. Shape it, and you're a force. Greene says a strong name intimidates before you act, wins before you fight. It's not about faking. It's about crafting perception to match your goals, so you move freely while others bow. I saw this after my rumor mess. New job, clean slate. I didn't just work hard. I was deliberate. I deliver on time, stay calm in chaos, thank teammates publicly. Small moves, big impact. People called me reliable. When a colleague tried gossip, it didn't stick. My name was too solid. I got promoted not because I was perfect, but because my rep was bulletproof. That's the purpose. A strong name fights for you, so you don't have to. Greene's stories seal it. Nobunaga didn't just scare foes. He built a myth. Cross him, lose everything. His reputation won wars bloodlessly. I tried this in life. Planning a side hustle, I didn't brag. I dropped quiet wins. A client nod, a small milestone. Friends spread the word. He's onto something. When I launched, people bought in. No pitch needed. Law 5's purpose is leverage. Your name's a magnet, pulling support, pushing obstacles aside. It's deeper too. A good rep buys trust. At work, I had a rival, Jen, who'd challenge my ideas. I didn't fight. I'd listen, credit her, stay steady. Over time, my name as fair outshone her aggressive. She backed off. I led projects. The purpose here is psychological. A strong rep shapes how others play, ally or foe. I saw this with clients. Consistent delivery meant they trusted me, no questions. Your name's your currency. Spend it right. Law 5's about freedom. It lets you act boldly, knowing your rep holds. Nobunaga, Queens, even modern icons like Oprah, her name as authentic, sells books, shows, empires, knew this. For me, it's empowerment. Build your name, and you build your path. Law 5's purpose is your story as armor and sword. Guard it, and you're unstoppable. It's why I live by this law. It's power you shape, not chase. Now, let's make it real. Law 5's not just warlords or my rumors. It's alive. In my world, yours, everywhere. I've seen it in jobs, friendships, headlines. Here are 3 stories, 2 from my life, 1 global, to show how guarding your reputation changes everything. These aren't just anecdotes. They're proof this law's a game changer, and neglecting it's a gamble you lose. First, my rumor nightmare. Let's dig in. I was at a marketing firm, new, hungry. In a meeting, I vented. This project's a mess. It was true, but sloppy. Someone spun it. I was trashing the team. Whispers grew. I'm negative. Unreliable. My boss cut me from key work. I left months later. Truth didn't matter. My name did. Law 5 would have saved me. If I'd stayed calm, built steady instead, I'd have thrived. Instead, I let one slip tank me. Now, a win. After that, I freelanced, burned but wiser. I took Law 5 seriously. Every gig, I was on time, clear, kind. Clients called me the pro. When a rival tried badmouthing me, he's overrated, nobody bought it. My rep held, I landed bigger contracts, built a roster. One client said, "Your name's gold." That wasn't luck, it was Law 5. Guard your rep, and it guards you. That strength carried me to my next role. Now a bigger stage. Elon Musk. Love him or not, his reputation's a masterclass. Early days, Musk built a name. Visionary, relentless. PayPal, Tesla, SpaceX. Each win fed the myth. He delivers the impossible. When critics hit, Tesla's failing. His rep as a game changer held firm. Investors stayed. Fans cheered. Stock climbed. Musk guards his name fiercely. Tweets, stunts, all calculated. Law 5's power. A strong rep weathers storms, pulls you through. These, my flop, my comeback, Musk, show Law 5's stakes. Let your rep slip like I did, and you're out. Build it. Like my freelance run or Musk's empire. and you're bulletproof. I've seen it everywhere. Co-workers labeled sloppy lose shots. Friends who overshare online tank trust. Group chats, posts, even handshakes. Your name's always on trial. Law 5's your defense. Own it, and you own the room. But Law 5's not about paranoia. It's about power. My rumor taught me to build, not hide. Musk doesn't dodge critics. He shapes the story. The real lesson: your rep's a tool. Forge it, and you forge your future. It's not the whole game, but it's a damn strong play. How do you live Law 5? I've learned, through gossip and grit, that guarding your reputation isn't about obsession. It's about strategy. It's building a name that works for you, not against you. Here are 5 practical tips, straight from my battles, to help you protect and wield your rep. These work anywhere. Work, life, online. Let's dive in. Tip 1. Act with consistency. Your rep's built on patterns, not one-offs. Post-rumor, I showed up, on time, prepared, every day. People noticed, he's solid. At home, I keep promises. Small stuff, like calling mom. Online, post steady, value, not noise. Consistency's glue. It makes your name stick right. Tip 2. Address whispers fast. Don't let gossip grow. When I heard a teammate misquote me, I clarified calmly. That's not what I meant. Here's my take. No fight, just facts. With friends, I'll text. Heard this, let's clear it up. Online, a quick post can squash rumors. Speed kills lies. Silence feeds them. Tip 3. Amplify your wins quietly. Don't brag. Let others spread it. I'd share small successes. Closed a deal today. And let teammates talk. They'd say, he's killing it. On social, I post results, not hype. Project done beats, I'm the best. Greene says your rep grows when others sing it, not you. Tip 4. Avoid reputation traps. Some fights stain you, win or lose. I dodged a toxic co-worker's bait. Arguing would have marked me drama. Online, I skip hot button rants. Likes aren't worth the label. At parties, I sidestep gossip. Greene calls this clean hands. Stay above the mud. Keep your name pure. Tip 5. Know the reversal. Greene says every law bends. A perfect rep can trap you. Too nice, and you're soft. I'll show edge when needed. Firm in a meeting, blunt with a slacker. Balance is key. Strong, but human. Musk does this. Wild tweets keep him real, not robotic. Shape your name, but let it breathe. These tips are my armor. I lean on tips 1 and 3, consistency and quiet wins, for daily wins. Tip 2's clutch when gossip stirs. Try them. Next job, stay steady, squash a lie fast. Online, post smart, skip traps. Law 5's not about fear, it's about owning your story. Build it right, and you're set. That rumor still echoes sometimes. The moment I learned Law 5 the hard way. It broke me, but it built me tougher. So much depends on reputation. Isn't O about hiding. It S about shaping who you are in others' and wow eyes. It S the 5th law because it S the 5th test. Can you guard your name in a world that S quick to judge? I've fallen, risen, and I'm still crafting my story. Now it's your move. This series is about mastering your power, and Law 5's a cornerstone. We've traced its roots. Cleon's fall, Nobunaga's myth. We've nailed the problem, reputation's fragility. We've seen its purpose, your name as strength. My stories, Musk's legend. They show Law 5's alive, from offices to empires. The tips? Yours to run with. Stay consistent, kill gossip, amplify smart. Law 5's your armor. Wear it, and the game's yours. Next, Volume 7's coming. Law 6, court attention at all cost. It's about standing out, shining loud, but smart. You won't want to miss it. Subscribe now, hit that bell, and let's keep rolling. Got a Law 5 story? A rumor you beat? A rep you built? Drop it in the comments. I'm reading, and your takes might shape our next video. One last thought. Law 5's personal because it's human. We all carry a name, a story others tell. Mastering this law means mastering that story. Not perfect, but powerful. Take today's lessons. Guard your rep, shape it daily. And choose your name like you choose your fights, with care. I'll see you for Law 6. Until then, stay legendary.